Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video because I'm going to be doing a pack with me, or what I'm packing to Las Vegas. I've been talking about my trip to Las Vegas on my channel for quite some time, so I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but it's finally happening. I'm finally going on vacation, so maybe I can stop talking about it. But today I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of the items that I am packing with me. I've got skincare, I've got makeup, and I've got a little bit of hair care. Not much, because let's be real, I don't spend a ton of time on my hair care. Like, it could be much improved. We're gonna work on that the second half of 2019. But that being said, if you're interested in seeing the items that I am bringing with me to Las Vegas on my trip, then stay tuned. But first, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so before you go. I post videos every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so we're gonna start with my hair care slash skincare bag. So as far as hair care is concerned, I'm not bringing a ton with me, and actually I need to buy this in a travel size. I'm not gonna bring the full size with me. This is the L'Oreal Paris Elnett Satin Extra Strong Hold Hairspray. I find that this hairspray or the Tresemme hairspray, I'll literally just buy either in the travel size. I need to remember to do that today. Anyway, I find that either of these are the best for making my hair just like last. I have super thick hair, so sometimes it's hard for me to find a hairspray that's actually going to hold my curls or whatever, hold my hairstyle. I'm also packing my Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast. I really like this as a volumizing spray. If you're looking for a good volumizing spray, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. I know it is more expensive, but I think it's worth it. It seriously gives such good volume, and even me with thick hair, sometimes I struggle to have volume like hold in my hair, but I find that this works really well. I'm bringing this is going in my sample pan roulette. This is a like nourishing hair perfector, like styling product. So I'm just bringing this. We'll see if I use it. And then I'm also going to be bringing a travel size Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I do like to deep condition my hair at least once a week, so I want to make sure I can still do that while on vacation. And then I'm also bringing the Briogeo Roscaro Milk Leave-In Conditioner Spray. I really do like this as a leave-in conditioner, so I have this little travel size that I'll be bringing. Shoot, one more hair care product. This is from Chlorine. This is their Sun Protective Oil. It's like a little spray. It smells super good, so I'm really excited to bring this with, mostly just for the scent. I haven't actually really used this. I pulled this out of my sample bin, but hey, we'll see. Okay, next up, I have two body care items. I'm bringing this from Vita Liberata. This is the Body Blur. I love this product. It gives a nice sort of like tan appearance to the skin, but it also really does like blur your skin. So if you have cellulite that you're like a little bit self-conscious of, I would be a perfect example of that. This isn't gonna make it go away, but it does a really nice job of just like blurring everything out and making it look almost like you're wearing tights or like pantyhose. Like, it seriously does a really nice job of just like making you look like you have super smooth, beautiful legs or arms. And then I'm just bringing a little mini travel of the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. I love this stuff, like many other people. I love the way it smells, and this also gives a bit of like a shine to the skin. Not shine, but like makes your skin look a little bit glistening. So I'm going to bring this to kind of put on at night. Now we're moving on to skincare. So I personally like to have a microfiber washcloth for taking my makeup off at night. So I'm packing 2 of those, as well as some makeup remover cleansing cloths just to have. These are the Up and Up ones, the night calming ones, or the evening calming ones, and these kind of smell a little bit like lavender. For cleanser, I have 2 deluxe size samples that I'm bringing. This is the Sunday Riley Ceramic Slip Cleanser, and then I'm also bringing this little Purity one. Neither of these are like my favorite cleansers, but I want to bring travel size products, and this is what I have. I'm also bringing this Rose Water Toner from Mamonday. I know I'm mispronouncing that, but I do like to always have a toner to use in the morning at night, so I'm bringing that. Bringing a little mini oil. This is going in my sample pan roulette. I will link that video in case you guys are interested in checking it out, but I do always like to have an oil to at least use either in the morning or at night. This is from Bioessence. It is their vitamin C rose oil. And then I'm bringing 2 little mini moisturizers. This one's from Patchology. It's the Aqua Flash. This one I'm going to use in the morning because it feels super lightweight. And then I also have the Belief the True Cream Aqua Bomb, which is the more lightweight of the two. They also have the moisturizing balm, which I personally love to use, especially in the winter time. But the Aqua Bomb's nice because it is a little bit more lightweight and it sinks into the skin a little bit quicker. So I'm going to bring both of those. And then I also just have a little Skin Iceland Brightening Eye Serum so that I have an eye cream. And then I know I probably won't end up using all this, but I love to have mask options with me. So I have a little Peter Thomas Roth Irish Moor Mud Mask. We are going to be there from a Saturday to a Thursday, so a pretty good chunk of time. So if my skin's feeling super clogged, I have a mud mask with me. And then I also brought the Ulla Henriksen Truth Sugar Glow Polishing Mask. I've used this many times and it's a really good exfoliator, so I'm also bringing that, as well as one little pack of under eye gels. These are from South Main. These aren't my favorite, but you know, if my eyes are looking a little tired, a little droopy, a little dark, I've got some eye patches. Oh shoot, I'm also bringing another set of eye patches from Wander Beauty. You know, maybe I'll drink too much and the next morning I'll need a little help underneath the eyes. Another exfoliating product, I like to use this one time a week. This is from Tula. It's their Dual Phase Skin Reviving Treatment Pad. It's just a little pad that it has one side that has like an activating serum and then an exfoliating side, and it does a really nice job of just polishing and exfoliating your skin. So I want to make sure I have plenty of exfoliating products with me. And then I'm also packing 3 sheet masks. One of them is the Sun Bay Soothing Mask in case I get a little bit too much sun. And then I also have the Magic Bubble Mask because I do always like to have a bubble mask with me. I feel like it does a really nice job of like unclogging and just clearing my skin out. And then I also wanted to make sure I had a hydrating mask with me. So from Skin Food, I have the Marine Food Gel Mask, which looks like this. And that is it for skincare and hair care. Now we'll move on to the makeup I'm bringing. Alright, so I pack all of my makeup in this travel case from Amy Kestenberg. If I can find this bag or something similar, I'll link it. I love this bag. It has like a bunch of different compartments. I'm not going to lift up right now because it's literally filled with my makeup, but it's really good for travel. Okay, so starting with primer, I'm bringing this deluxe size sample of the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothing Priming Moisturizer. This is by far my favorite primer. This is also going in a project pan and it's a perfect travel size. And then I'm also bringing my Milk Hydro Grip Primer because I felt like this would be a good one to have down there because it does a really nice job of gripping onto your makeup and making your makeup last longer. And I found last time I was in Vegas, my makeup would like slide off my skin because it was so hot down there. So I thought this would be a good one to bring. And then I'm also bringing the De-Bronzy Anti-Pollutant thing from Drunk Elephant, which just does a nice job of bronzing up the skin. For foundation, I'm bringing 3 different foundations. First, I'm bringing my Dior Forever. I brought this with me last time to Vegas. I love this foundation. It is one of my favorites. I'm almost out of it and it's also going in a project pan, so I want to make sure I'm bringing some of my project pan items so that I'm still focusing on them. It's also a perfect time to bring or use your project pan items because you're limited with the amount of makeup that you have with you, so you get some good use out of your project pan items. And then I'm also bringing my IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. This has SPF 50 in it and I find it works really, really well at protecting my face from the sun. So I bring this with me anytime I travel someplace warm and I use this all summer long. And then finally, I'm bringing my L'Oreal Pro Glow in the shade 206 because this is a little bit darker. So if I get tan, which I'm hoping I get some color to my skin, then I can mix this with either of these 2 foundations to darken it a bit. I'm only bringing 2 concealers, which I'm really proud of because I was going to bring 3, but I'm bringing my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I love this concealer. It's super, super full coverage, but also feels lighter underneath the under eyes and it's not super drying like I feel like the Tarte Shape Tape can be at times. And then I'm also bringing my Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer. I have this in my April Shop My Stash and I've been loving it lately. So these are the 2 concealers I will be bringing. I'm bringing 2 different powders with me. I'm bringing a loose powder, my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I love this. It gives like a hint of a glow to the skin, which is why I'm bringing it because I do like to have more glowy skin. And then I'm also bringing my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Illumination Pressed Powder. I do like this as a pressed powder and it gives just the slightest illumination to the skin as well. Plus, I'm working on finishing this off. I do have some pan going on this, so hoping I can get some more good use out of this. I'm bringing 2 different bronzers. I'm bringing my Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the shade Capricos. This is going in my project pan, and the reason I'm bringing 2 bronzers is because I'm worried this may, hopefully not, but if it shatters on me, then I have a backup. So I'm also bringing my Balm Desert Bronzer, and this is a little bit darker too, so if I get a little bit more tan, then I have a little bit darker of a shade that I can work with. This is also a like really hard, like firmly pressed bronzer, so hoping it'll travel well. And then are we even surprised that I couldn't decide on blush? So I'm bringing 4. I'm going to be bringing my Buxom blush in the shade Seychelles, which I really love. It's just like a nice sort of tan bronzer. And then I wanted corally orangey blushes. So I'm bringing this one from Ciate London. This is in the shade Summer Love, and it just gives a nice, beautiful like glow to the cheeks too. It's a little bit more of like a glowy blush. From Tarte, I'm bringing their little travel size blush in the shade Quirky, which again is like just a really pretty peachy corally shade. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. And then I also wanted to bring MAC Warm Soul. Again, this just has like a little bit of shimmer to it, but this is, well, this actually has quite a bit of shimmer to it, but this is more of a nude blush, and I also wanted to have a nude blush, and I did want a glowy one, so that is the reason for that. Okay, for highlight, I'm bringing my Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in case I just want to add a little bit of highlight to the cheeks, like if we're going to the pool. But I feel like this looks like a little bit more natural because it is a liquid highlight, but it's still super intense. Plus, this is going in my project pan. Then I'm also bringing this little mini guy from Becca. This is in the shade Rose Quartz, which I love. This almost looks like it gives you like a little bit of a hint of a sunburn to your cheeks, which I think is just beautiful. And I absolutely love this highlight. And then I'm also going to be bringing my ABH Sun Dipped Glow Kit. So I'll have tons of options for highlight, but I love this highlighting palette. I think it's beautiful, and I oftentimes even like to go in with this bronze shade as like just all over the lid, or like as my like only eye shade for eyeshadow if I'm going for like a bronzed no makeup look. I think that's beautiful for that, so really excited about this. A little bit nervous to travel with this, but I've traveled with this palette before and haven't had issues, so hoping for the same. I also really wanted to bring my Persona highlight in Zuma because I've been absolutely adoring this highlight lately, so I'm gonna bring it. And then I'm also bringing my Smashbox Cali Contour Kit because this is going to give me a contour option plus tons of other options. You guys, I'm so extra when I travel. I know this is like way too much. For palettes, I've narrowed it down to 3, and if you've been following my 19 and 2019 shadow palette project, then you know 2 of the palettes that I'm going to be bringing. The first is my Born to Run. I'm going to have tons of options with this. I'm also going to be bringing my BH Weekend Festival palette. I also love this palette, and I'm left with tons of options with this palette. And then if I want to go a little bit cooler toned, I'm going to be bringing my Huda Smoky Obsessions palette. It wouldn't be right to travel without a Huda Obsessions palette. I always bring at least one Huda Obsessions palette with me when I travel, so I'm going to be bringing the Smoky Obsessions. For brows, I'm just bringing my ABH Brow Powder Duo. This is pretty much all I ever use in my brows. I have mine in the shade Ebony. For mascara, I'm going to be bringing the Tarte Man-Eater Mascara, which I like to use as like a first step, almost like a priming mascara. And then I'm also going to be bringing my IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This, I only have about a month left of use, so I want to make sure I get a ton of use out of this. And then I went out and purchased this specifically for this trip immediately when this launched. It's the Milk Kush Waterproof Mascara, and oh my gosh, like this is heavy duty packaging on this. It's super, super nice, but I wanted to have a waterproof mascara for the pool. I don't know why I'm showing you the wand. And I also love the Kush Mascara by Milk, so that's why I picked this up. I've got 2 eyeliners I'm bringing. Both are from Essence. One is my all-time favorite. It's in the shade 2, but first Espresso. And the second one I'm bringing is in the shade 6, Silky Nude. So I have a dark brown and a nude. Just for fun, I'm bringing 2 Stila Glitter and Glows. One is in the shade Tulip Twinkle, which is like this beautiful pinky red, which I don't know if I'll end up wearing, but hey, at least I have it as an option. And then the other one is in Kitten Karma, which is one of my all-time favorites. It's just a beautiful like warm gold. So there's the 2 of them swatched. I'm bringing 2 setting sprays. One is my Morphe Continuous Mist, and the second is my Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. This might be too much for Vegas because I already feel like it's so hot and I get sweaty and I already look dewy down there, but I'm gonna bring it just in case. And then finally, I just have lips to share with you guys. So I'm gonna be bringing my Kopari Pinkini Lip Glossy. I really like this. It's super hydrating and nourishing for the lips. Plus, this is going in a project pan. Plus, it's just a really fun, like bright pink but sheer shade. So this would be perfect for like by the pool. Also bringing my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Original. This is going in a project pan and it's like my favorite gloss ever. I'm bringing my Tarte Rum Punch lipstick. This is the only bullet lipstick I'm bringing. This is also going in a project pan and I love the shade. It's like a perfect nude. Also bringing my Dose of Colors Can You Not lip gloss. I love this. It's a beautiful nude lip gloss. I wanted to make sure I had a red to choose from, so I'm bringing my favorite hot red shade. This is Little Weapon from ColourPop. You can't get this anymore. It was one that was in collaboration with Alexis Ren, but I absolutely love this. And then I'm also bringing Lazy Daisy by Dose of Colors. It's a beautiful like mauve tone shade, almost like a Your Lips but better, but like leaning a little bit mauve. This is also going in a project pan. And then this is truly like a Your Lips but better sort of shade, but this is a mauve story, but it truly just looks like, it's almost like a pinky nude, not necessarily a mauve, but I really do like this as a Your Lips but better sort of liquid lipstick. And the reason I'm bringing 2 Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks is because it's my favorite liquid lipstick formula. It's super comfortable, so I should have plenty of lip options and plenty of makeup options while I'm down there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually have to get going to work. I'm running late. I'm out of breath. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so before you go, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.